Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. In today's video, I'm going to do a full face makeup try-on on a bunch of makeup that I think most people have probably reviewed already, but that I need to get caught up on. As some of you know, I have been working on a review for the last 3 months of an at-home laser treatment. I wasn't really able to do that many like foundation, primer, makeup reviews, anything that involved skin because my skin was a little funky while I was using it. While I was doing that, I was still buying new makeup and just putting it all in this bin so that I could try it later. Well, now I feel like the world has passed this stuff by and everyone else has reviewed it and you probably already know all about it, but I still have it and I still wanted to try it for me. So what the heck, let's just go ahead and do a little chatty, get ready with me, try some new makeup today. Let's start in with the primers. The YSL Touche Éclat Blur Primer. It's the one with the little gold flecks in it, and I've been really curious about this for a long time, so I wanted to try that. Also during this time, I had picked up Tatcha the Silk Canvas and I wanted to try this as well. So I'm going to try a half face with each of these. I think I'll use this one on this side of my face. Just put it on where I have like textury skin and I like to add primer to help make it look a little smoother. Ooh. It's very oily feel. Feels like a lightweight face oil, but I wonder if it actually is oil or if it's just silicone. And there's two kinds of silicones, and then fragrance is the third, and then, corn oil. It's like an oil and silicone mix. Ah, interesting. I've been working on the foundation Friday for the Huda Beauty foundation, and I've only worn it a couple times so far, and so far I feel like it's so thick and so cakey that I really don't like it. But maybe with this, because it says if it's too thick and cakey for you to mix it with their primer, but I don't have it and I don't want to buy it, but I'm wondering about this, so maybe I'll try it with that. Ooh, that looks nice. Okay, this side of my face is really red from it, but I feel like it looks smooth and kind of minimize my pores a bit. So now let's go ahead with the Tatcha the Silk Canvas. And this is based on geisha beauty traditions of having like that perfect silky canvas, and it gives you like a little guitar pick to get it out with. Now, you're supposed to use enough to go up to that line, but where I'm only doing half the face, and that seems like a lot of primer to me anyway. So I'm going to use, maybe less than a third. And even less than that. I'm just going to dip my finger onto that and just pick up a little bit. That seems like an awful lot. I mean, maybe you're supposed to use that much and that's how you get that perfect geisha look, but it seems a little heavy for me, especially with a kind of nude feel foundation. And then we'll compare which side the foundation works better on. So let's let those set up for a couple of minutes while we put on some eyelid primer. And guess what is back? The Tarte Clean Slate 360 12-Hour Smoothing Eye Primer. This has been my go-to primer for a few years now, and Tarte discontinued it months ago. But an alert viewer just told me that they have these on the Tarte website and they're only $15. So I don't know if they found some in a closet somewhere and they're just selling them for cheap while they, close it out. But what the heck, if you were interested in one of these, go on the Tarte website. I'll put a link in the information box below the video, and hopefully you can pick one up for 15 bucks and stash it away. And then after you finish up with that one, the one to replace it with is of course the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. These are practically identical. Love them both, and they both make like hooded crepey eyes look better and smoother, and they make your eyeshadow last all day, and they're just really great. So are the primers all set? Let's check in on the pores and see how they look. This side, my pores look so much better than this side. Take a look. Well, this one is more matte. This one is a little more dewy, and I feel like the reflectiveness just makes the pores look a little bit bigger. And then on this side, I feel like the YSL side is definitely much more blurred. All right, let's go ahead with the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation. I have it in two shades here, Warm Beige L4 and Natural Beige M1. You guys, people write in a lot and ask me like for a solution to how to select the right foundation color. Your guess is as good as mine. I am as bad at it as everybody else is. Natural Beige M1, I'm going to put over here. I feel that looks way too light. The other one, L4. Oh, that looks so orangey on me. All right, but having rubbed them in, I'd say this one, right? Because my face is a little lighter. All right, and I took one pump out, not even quite a pump on the back of my hand, so I'm just going to spread that around my face. And I've got just standard beauty blender to put that on with. So yeah, I wish I could be more help on the shade selecting, especially at the drugstore where you can't try them on. Also, I'm just going to take another like half a pump because that was very, very sheer light coverage. I hardly had any on my forehead. Hardly any on the outer part of my face. I mean, this is supposed to be a nice natural look foundation, so I'm not trying to make it big, full coverage, heavy look. And it seems to blend really nicely. Just looking at it from here in my mirror, which, you know, I can't really see that well, so even with my contacts on or in, as the case may be. Definitely luminous foundation. I don't think it's bad looking though. Take a look at it close up though. Okay, so you can see like where before these pores are almost gone. Now they're very visible. And same thing on this side. I feel like the foundation didn't blend as well on this side though. With this primer, I feel like this primer is a little chunkier and the foundation is just kind of clinging to it and sitting on top of it weirdly. Whereas this more silicone oil blend is much more forgiving with the blending of the foundation. It is very lightweight, very skin-like, very sheer coverage. All right, so the concealer I have is the True Match Super Blendable Concealer, and I got it in Light W34. It has a little puffy applicator at the end. Let's sing the Jeopardy theme song. And why did I pick warm for this? Ugh. You guys, I am awful at picking colors. I go there, I'm like, sure I'm getting the right color when I'm in there. Definitely too warm. Ugh, I don't want to use this. But wait, I do have another concealer we can try because I think that is way too yellow. So I have like pink face and yellow under eye. Oh my gosh, it doesn't have any creasing in it. It looks so perfect. Can you see it? Does it look nice? But the other one that I have is from Makeup Revolution, and this one is in C6. So let's pop a little of that under there. You guys know I don't use a ton of concealer. I think once we get older, it's much, much better to put the bulk of it at the inner corner. Even that's way too much. And then blend it out so that you get just the lightest, sheerest coverage out where your wrinkles are, so it doesn't settle into them. I am so impressed with this L'Oreal concealer because it still hasn't creased. And this one already all creased up. So all I have to do is buy it in the right color and I will be good to go. But look how perfect that is. And look how that one is already like creasing and stuff. So the setting powder that I got to try is also by Makeup Revolution. This is their luxury lace baking powder, and it's got the little cap, and then it's like a salt and pepper shaker, which, can I just tell you how much I hate this packaging? Because, ooh, okay, I just got out way too much. Now how am I supposed to get it back in there? I'm going to be wasting half of it, and this lid is just too small to work with. I don't understand the whole luminous under eye thing. I think it just accentuates all the like bumps and weirdness that we have going on under there after we are a certain age. All right, and I'm also going to use this to set part of my face because this makeup is a little bit too luminous for me, and I want to see if this does a good job at like minimizing my pores. I like the luminous dewy look, but just on selected parts of my face. What are we doing next? Let's move on to the rest of the face makeup. This is a fairly new launch, but I have loved it from the day I got it. This was sent to me in PR by Urban Decay. This is the Urban Decay Sin Afterglow palette. I've been using it nonstop. If you open up the information box below my videos, you can always see all the makeup that I'm wearing in every video. And for the last like month and a half, it's been this. I am gonna go with the bluier pink because I have for the eyeshadow a Milani palette that I haven't tried. This is their Everyday Eyes in Plum Basics, so I was going to do kind of a purpley eye look today. This Flower Beauty foundation I think is really pretty so far. This is my MAC 137 brush. I'm going to use Paranoid up here. Then I just do a quick contour on my forehead. Then I use a smaller brush. This is the Real Techniques setting brush to do like a cheek contour. And then I use my bigger fat brush without dipping it into more product to blend that out. That's quick, easy. You know, you want to do like 5-minute out the door makeup. That's a quick way to do it. And for the highlight, a little fan brush from this Morphe 502 vegan brush kit, and the highlighter here, Sin. Start on up on the cheekbones. If you want, you can do a little on the end of your nose, above your eyebrows. I feel like this foundation's dewy enough. It doesn't need a ton of extra highlighting going on. The two-tone under eyes are just weird looking. All right, so let's move into the eyeshadow. So I'm going to use the lightest color. I'm going to put that over my lid. So I'm just doing the lightest tone here on the movable part of my lid. Then I'm going to switch to the crease side of the brush and pick up a little bit of this taupe color right here. So I'm just going to pack that on the outer third of my eyelid, bring it up into the crease, and about halfway across. And we'll do the same on the other eye. I just bring that at an angle from the crease down to my eyelashes. Ooh, I feel like it's getting hot in here all of a sudden. The air conditioning's on. It's not that hot out. Am I having a hot flash? I haven't had a hot flash in a while since I started my hormone replacement, but maybe I am. Okay. I'm going to use my Beauty Junkies Pro Tapered Blender. Blend that out. Oh, that is such a pretty crease color. It's like the perfect taupe is so hard to find, especially in a drugstore palette. I'm going to use this maroon mauve color here, and this brush is my Sigma E36 blending brush. And I'm just going to give the corner a little flick of that to darken it up a bit. I think I do want this to be a little purpley, so I am going to use a little bit of this purple color to really build up that kind of purple color. And then I always blend with a clean brush, so that's why this one I never dip into any eyeshadow. I am going to use this nice taupey metallic-y color. Just always pick that up on my finger to do the... I find that they always give better color payout if you just use your finger. Yeah, that one color in the upper right-hand corner is a little bit too glittery, at least for me. So let's move on to the eyeliner. The eyeliner I'm going to use today is a new one from Buxom. I did get this in PR from them. It is their Sexy Smoky Kajal Powder Liner, and this one is in Sultry Black. And I like the idea of this because, you know, you can smudge it. So you twist off the lid, and the powder, I guess, is up in the lid, and then it has this really big pointy crayon type thing. Ugh, those chunky glitter flakes, yuck. Can I get those off? This is the first time I've used this. I haven't tried it before, so we shall see what happens with it. Oh yeah, that smudges out pretty nicely. Yeah, now my fingers are all dirty. Whew. It's awesome having a hot flash while trying to put on makeup. Ooh. Okay, my fingers are now black. I've got that very 80s look. See how it's dragging the corners of my eyes down? So that's how we used to apply eyeliner back in the 80s, and that big raccoon eye, and it just made your eyes like... Oh my gosh, a viewer sent me on Instagram the link to a video of, it was Donna Mills putting on her makeup in the 1990s. It was hysterical. I found the video, you guys.
No matter what color your eyes are, they can look beautiful. This will make your eyes look sexy. Not too much though. You're going to the office, not a disco.
You know, you can't falter. That was the style back then. So anyway, let's move on to the mascara, which I was really psyched about. I was walking through CVS, and they had something called Flashy Mascara. So I was like, oh my God, we have to try the Flashy Mascara. So I grabbed that. Big and Bold Ultimate Volume, helps curl, long wearing. Dual-sided brush adds volume and length. I don't know what that means. Do you do volume first or length first? And I don't know which side is which. Like, how are you supposed to tell? I think I'll just use whatever side and we'll see how it goes. The last thing I have is a lippy to try. This is the Lancome L'Absolu Lip Lacquer, and they sent me a beautiful hat box with all the colors in PR. Oh my gosh, this was so, so beautiful. But I picked out kind of a purpley nude to go with the eyeshadow without the sparkles, but oh my God, my nose. Why is my nose so red? Is that just how this foundation is? Does this foundation not give you guys any coverage? I just want to touch up my nose first. Now why does that look so yellow? I feel like I should put concealer on there. I just want some coverage on my nose and have it to not look so red. Now does it just look white or does it look better? All right, this color is called Infra Rose or Infra Rose, I don't know which. Not really digging it. It's a little too like plummy and dark to go with this. I would prefer something a little more nude, so I'm just gonna blot it a little and then put on this lighter color, which is called Let Me Shine. That definitely is buildable, comfortable so far, really comfortable, not drying. Yeah, that's more like what I was looking for. All right, so that is everything that I wanted to test. I'll be back in about 4 or 5 hours to check in on it. But visitors. In the meantime, wait, don't do that. Don't go back. Don't mess with the lights. Can you stop? All right, she's gonna hang out back there and do whatever it is that she does. All right, hi, it's been 3 hours and help. I am looking so shiny and so sweaty and therefore super textury, but there's more settling into the wrinkles on the Tatcha side than on the YSL side. Both of my kind of vertical wrinkles over there, and on the YSL side, tiny bit, but not nearly as much. But I feel like up close, neither of them are looking fantastic. I feel like I'm pretty shiny, pretty textury, especially on the fronts of my cheeks. I don't feel like the forehead looks great. The Makeup Revolution concealer, cakey and waxy and wrinkled and gross. The L'Oreal concealer did settle into wrinkles a little bit with that powder. It still is looking much, much smoother, not as waxy, not as weird as the Makeup Revolution one is. So, all right, I'll be back after I eat something. We'll see how the lippy is holding up. Hey, I'm back. I thought we'd do a little bit of a kitchen light check-in just to see how it looks in, you know, kind of more natural lighting. It's dark out. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of gathering up in here. Definitely sliding around right in here. And it's feeling like if I touch it, it's gonna be coming off on my finger and stuff. Lancome lippy, even though there's none of it still on here, I can't feel it on there. I feel like it leaves a little bit of a stain behind. All right, last check-in of the day. It is 10:45, so we're looking at about 8.5, 9 hours on the makeup. As I said before, I'm not really digging the look of the foundation. I feel like it didn't really wear well. I felt like even with the 2 primers, it's like accentuating lots of pores and lots of texture. I mean, it is a luminous foundation, so it's probably better for people with dry skin that have, you know, less texture, tighter pores. But for me, I'm really not loving it. I'm actually glad that I tested it this way rather than doing a whole foundation Friday on it. The primers, I don't think either of them did anything for me. I think my pores are looking giant. I think the makeup is sliding around. On the 2 under eye concealers, this one, the Makeup Revolution, was kind of a hot mess, and I would like to explore this one a little further, the L'Oreal True Match, because I want to see if I get a lighter color and if I set it with a setting powder that I actually like, if it will work better, because it was so smooth and so perfect. And then, you know, I put on that Makeup Revolution Lace Baking Powder, and as we can see, it hasn't kept my face matte. It hasn't helped the makeup to last longer. It really didn't set the under eye stuff and make them not settle into creases or anything. So I feel like that was kind of an epic fail, but on a one-day test, it's hard to say. Really did not like the Buxom eyeliner. It didn't make a nice smooth line. It didn't really blend out well. It has been kind of traveling and falling all over the place all afternoon. So not enjoying that. The Flashy mascara. I think it's been flaking already. Little black spots over there. I'm not sure if that's the eyeliner or the mascara. Not thrilled with either of those. So is there anything I liked in this video? Yes. The Lancome Lippy was really good. The Milani eyeshadow is really good, except for this guy in the top corner, a little too much glitter for me. And the Urban Decay Sin Palette. So, all right, you guys, it's late. I want to get to bed. I want to wash this makeup off my face because I don't think it looks very good. And start back in fresh tomorrow with trying some new things. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you found it helpful and informative, give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next time. So have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.